Hi there, I'm Peter. Today on Amazon Rufus, we're examining the fashion seller's playbook for visual search and style recommendation optimization. Your perfectly optimized apparel listing may be invisible to Rufus, not because the product is wrong, but because fashion queries aren't keyword queries. They're style queries, and Rufus reads style through a completely different data layer than a 9 ever did. Here's the problem most fashion sellers are sitting on right now. When a customer types casual summer dress with pockets or boho blouse for a weekend trip into Rufus, it isn't scanning your title for those words the way A9 does. It's running semantic similarity, scoring against your structured catalog data, and it's pulling image labels from Amazon's Rekognition system. Rekognition is Amazon's computer vision layer, the same AWS service used in medical imaging and security applications. When you upload product photos to your listing, Rekognition is analyzing them and indexing the results into the data Rufus draws from. It's detecting garment type, color values, and critically, any readable text in the image. This is where fashion sellers have a structural problem. A model wearing a floral midi dress in a park is a beautiful image. It converts well. But from Rekognition's perspective, it returns almost nothing. A basic apparel category label and a color value, the style descriptors a human shopper would instantly recognize. Relaxed silhouette, elevated casual, ditzy print. Those aren't machine readable anywhere in that image, and they're probably not in your flat file either. So the recognition signal is thin, the catalog data is thin, and Rufus has very little to work with when deciding whether to recommend your product for style queries. The mechanism that fills that gap is something Amazon's own research recently published at the 2025 ACM Conference on web search and data mining, calls the subjective product needs framework. 5 categories of intent that Rufus's classifier is trained to detect. For fashion, 3 of them dominate every major query type. First, subjective properties. Flowy, relaxed fit, beautiful drape. These are not specs, they're feelings. And the research found that subjective properties are typically absent from catalog structured data. They live almost entirely in customer reviews. Rufus runs semantic similarity scoring against your review corpus to surface them. If your reviews are rich with styling language, Rufus has fuel. If your reviews are mostly arrived fast, fits true to size, Rufus is working blind on style queries. Second, event-based queries. Wedding guest dress, Easter outfit, graduation party look. These are some of the highest intent fashion queries on Amazon. Rufus needs event context across your full listing and your reviews to confidently recommend you. If neither your copy nor your reviews mention occasions, Rufus won't recommend your dress for a wedding query, even if it's perfect for one. Third, target audience signals, dresses for petite women, boho style for women over 40, plus size office looks. Rufus's classifier maps these against how your product and your customers describe the experience. When verified buyers mention their body type, age, or lifestyle context in reviews, that creates a dense audience signal that Rufus uses directly for recommendation matching. Most sellers assume Amazon figures this out automatically. It does pull from reviews, but you can actively influence what language lands there through your copy framing, your post-purchase communication, and what questions you prompt buyers to answer. Now back to images. The sellers gaining Rufus visibility in fashion right now are treating their image gallery as a structured data input, not just a conversion asset. Every image slide answers a question that a style shopper might ask. And crucially, the answers are written as readable text overlays because Rekognition OCRs image text and feeds it into your index profile. Weekend brunch to evening out. 100% linen, naturally breathable. relaxed fit, runs slightly oversized. That text on your infographic slide isn't just for the human shopper. It's machine-readable data that flows into Rufus's recommendation layer. One specific point on visual search, the Amazon mobile app has a camera icon in the search bar. Customers can photograph an outfit they saw on Instagram and ask Rufus to find something similar. Your main image is the primary match point for that query. Clean, well-lit garment, clearly visible against a simple background. That's what gives Rufus enough visual signal to match your product. Heavy lifestyle styling that obscures the silhouette reduces your match rate. Here's the audit. Pull your 3 best apparel ASINs, go to your listing and ask Rufus a style question. What's a good casual dress for brunch? And see if your product appears. Then scan your last 50 reviews for subjective styling language. Then look at your image stack and count how many slides have readable text answering a style or occasion question. That audit will show you exactly where your Rufus signal is thin. And thin signal is a data problem, not a product problem. Fix the inputs and the visibility follows. This episode is brought to you by Atomic, growth-oriented Amazon services for sellers who've outgrown generic agencies.